You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet.
Hello.
Welcome to three grizzled old mercs
Hell yeah.
sitting down to trade stories.
Hell yeah.
If you need help,
I was a priest until they made me a scientist.
if you're in trouble,
Is that his backstory?
and you need help.
the scientist character of the game we're going to talk about originally was a priest in the Amiga version.
Okay.
And he had a collar, and then obviously that was a no-no. What's weird is they censored that on the Super Nintendo, but also on the Sega Genesis. So I don't know what the deal is. Anyway,
Well, today we are talking about Soldiers of Fortune.
Soldiers of Fortune. Did you like that trivia? Like
That's
3
good. Just
minutes
coming out the
in,
gate.
listeners, let us know on patreon.com/dadpog if you like that.
Yeah.
Like more priest to scientist information.
Yeah.
Well, most importantly, as of today's recording, we got Birthday Boy.
Yeah, we do.
So we've already said it
Yeah.
privately, but now we publicly say happy birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you.
The traditional Tadpog gift.
We got you a
Is that a
box
Pop-Tart
of
box?
Pop-Tarts.
It's a Pop-Tart box.
It's
Nice.
an empty box of Pop-Tarts.
Sweet. I'll cherish it forever. I'll keep it safe like the Super Mario cereal I kept for 3 years and then was like, fuck this. I'm throwing this away.
Mine was a Star Wars Pepsi 2-liter.
Right. What is this? What is this? It's a Super Nintendo game. It's Capcom. I can see that. I can turn my flashlight
And
on.
I'm praying you don't have it. Nikki double checked.
Super Buster Bros. No, I don't have Super Buster
All
Bros.
right.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Good deal.
That's awesome of you. You didn't have to do
For
this.
both of us.
Thank you both.
You're
Thank you
very
both.
welcome.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've added a game to the collection, so
Right.
this is nice.
Yeah. Well, you're up by one.
Yeah.
Super Buster Bros.
Because I originally picked up Battletoads Double Dragon. I was like, hey, Nikki, he got
got
this?
that.
He's like, yes, he does.
Yeah, I've got that.
All right, very glad I asked.
You know what? That's one of those games that I have. One of many that I have. And I've never played. I have no idea if Super Double Dragon Battletoads is any good.
I played it. Carpenter has it. I remember playing it at McElwain's cabin, and I was disappointed.
Yeah. Games like that, and this kind of ties into what we're going to talk about today, maybe. At least for me, it does. I think it's really difficult for me to play a Super Nintendo game now for the first time and be completely blown away.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Standards
Yeah.
have been set.
Yeah.
Not since Falcon's Revenge.
Yeah,
the
Combat,
Super Scope game.
Metal
Have I
Combat.
been blown away?
Yeah.
That was literally the last time I remember sitting down and being like, God damn.
Yeah, that was a super good game. I think a lot of that had to do with I mean, it's Mike Tyson's Punch Out or Super Punch Out, but with the Super Scope.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, that's such a great idea for
Fuck yeah, it
a
is.
light gun game.
Yeah.
And I do also have things for you guys to try.
Okay.
So all the Beetlejuice merch that's coming out. These are Fanta Beetlejuice branded Haunted Apple.
Sweet.
What's it called?
Haunted Apple.
Haunted Apple.
And if it tells you anything, you each get your own.
Oh.
We're not splitting one. You each get your own.
Oh shit! Let's look at. Yeah, that's Michael Keaton for sure.
Yeah.
Because I had a bottle of it. I saw it. I was like, oh, Melissa like that. She loves green apple stuff. She loves Beetlejuice. Bought it for her. When she
Would you like us to try it before you finish that story?
Go ahead and try it. I'll finish that
You're not going to
story.
be offended if I take like a sip of it, right?
That is all I expect to happen.
I mean, I'm just looking at the 160 calories, and it's like,
yeah.
I don't
No. It could be 0 calories, and that's all that you would do.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I'll get the Foley
This
going.
is the official Beetlejuice movie partner, by
Yeah.
the way.
Now, is it sponsored by Pizza Inn or is this?
Gosh, show Melissa that.
Oh my God, this smells horrible.
Yes, it does. It's on brand.
Oh, my
What the
God.
fuck? It smells like something, but not apple.
It's haunted.
Yeah, it's
Haunted apple.
It's haunted
AKA
as fuck.
rotten. All right, ready?
I guess.
Let's just go for it.
All right, let's see who can drink it longest.
Oh, no. No, I'm going to take a sip, and I'm going to set it aside
You
before
know-
I pour it in the
Come on,
backyard.
it's my birthday, Ian. Come on, let's chug this.
Is that what you want for your
Drink your
birthday?
Beetlejuice branded Fanta
Tyler, I want
apple
my
a day for his birthday.
Tyler, I want my half of the Super Nintendo game back. If I have to drink this whole can, it smells like Red Bull a little bit. Like,
I don't know.
Notoriously known for its great taste. The
I mean,
Red
I
Bull.
like Red Bull, but this smells like. It smells like fucking medicine
weird.
almost, like cough syrup. All right.
go. Oh my God, it's not great.
I want you to take another sip. It's not good.
It's the aftertaste. I can't.
But take one more sip, and while you do it, think about bubble gum.
It does taste like bubble gum,
Right?
Yeah, it's bubblegum flavored Fanta.
Like apple bubble gum. Yeah, this is awful.
It's really bad.
so bad.
Oh, Fanta, what's wrong?
Because I bought it
What
for
happened?
Melissa. We tried, remember, I was sick. And I just wanted, I could drink the calories. I wanted something with flavor. I was like, let's open that bottle of Fanta that I bought for you, and neither one of us tried immediately. So she pours it in a cup for me, tightens the lid of the cup, it immediately starts spewing out the straw as if it is haunted. We do not know why. And it continues to pulsate out the top until I opened it, unscrewed it. We both tried it. We're incredibly repulsed by it, dumped it out.
Beetlejuice ejaculate.
Maybe.
And then when she walked in like 2 days ago with a fucking 12-pack of it, I was like, why did you do that? She's like, what are you talking about? That's the horse shit we hated that spewed out of the cup. She's like, oh. We gave it to the kids who had the exact same reaction you guys did.
This is really super bad.
Black coffee
And I
doesn't
normally
take
like
the
Fanta.
taste away.
I think it's one of the more flavorful sodas, but that is bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Well, I wonder if you could make it good somehow. Like, if you can mix it in, like, I don't know,
Some Malort.
vodka or Malort.
The two would
You
cancel
hardly
each
touched
other
your
out.
Malort and Beetlejuice on that.
What's wrong, hon? What's wrong, babe?
What do we call that? What do we call the Malort and Beetlejuice Fanta drink? Like, it's got to have a fancy name.
Malort Beetlejuice.
I, Lydia Dietz of Sound Mind.
Yes. There we go.
Oh, no, it's so horrible. It's like the actor who played the dad.
Oh.
We
Okay.
can name it after him.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah, Jeffrey Jones.
I'd like one Jeffrey Jones, please.
Oh, right, coming right. Oh, you mean of course you mean a Beetlejuice haunted apple Fanta and Malort, right?
Of course. On the rocks.
I like to think of a world where there's like snobbery about whether or not you drink your Jeffrey Jones
Yeah.
on the rocks or if you drink it neat.
Well, what have you guys been up to since last Monday?
Let's see. I watched Slow Horses season 4, finished that up, and it's really good. Highly recommended. It's on Apple TV and other places, I'm sure. But mainly Apple TV is where it originates. This is a really good British kind of spy show. I've talked about previous seasons on the show before.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say other than I really enjoyed it. Season 4 was probably my favorite one so far, and it's all out there now. We also started a new show called Sweet Pea. The girl that played in Fallout
Yeah.
is in this show.
Okay.
She plays a
Nice.
British girl who is kind of like invisible to everyone around her. She's just kind of a plain sort of girl who no one pays attention to, and she feels kind of forgotten and left out of everything. And she starts to devise a list of people she'd like to kill.
Okay.
Only one episode of this show is out.
There's an episode of Buffy like that.
Yeah.
There are a few Arrested Development episodes.
Yeah.
The episode of Buffy, she gets so ignored, she literally turns invisible, and the CIA bring her on as an assassin.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So they give her the list of people to
Yep.
kill.
And she's like, "Now, wait a minute. You told me these were all vampires."
Season 1 of Buffy's wild, man.
Sounds like it. What, that was in season 1?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
'Cause they were still in the high school.
They get right to it then. But the Sweet Peas on Stars, I think that's the network it's on right now. It's like
The death knell of Ash and Evil Dead stars. Womp womp.
Yeah.
yeah. So only one episode has come out so far, and it's promising.
Cool.
We'll see. I'll update everyone on that. I haven't really watched a whole lot this week, just except for I'm stuck on this cleaning lady show that I said was so bad.
Right. You didn't have much to
now
go,
it's
right?
bad enough. No, not well. There's another season apparently came out, but it's not completely finished. Like, it's in progress, I guess, on Fox or Hulu, and so I picked it up again because at this point I'm like, I'm all in. Why not? And it's got its high points. I mean, it's not the worst show I've ever seen. It's just some of the writing is really terrible, and some of the delivery by the actors, you can tell that some of the actors are not native English speakers, so they put the emphasis on the wrong syllables here and there, and when they try to, like, evoke a sense of desperation, it doesn't come across correctly. So some of that is lost in translation kind of deal, and the plot it's your typical weekly drama procedural thing. It's nothing special, but I'm into it now, so fuck it. It's not the first bad show I've gotten into and just watched because, well, fuck, I'm just going to have to watch it because now I want to know what happens.
That's a real, 90s mentality.
It is. It really, and I watched the bulk of TV in my life in the 90s and the 80s.
Totally. You've just been conditioned.
Yeah.
This way.
I
understand.
I have to watch.
Yeah.
I think it's why you think, back on old shows and you find out that, this show was only on for one season. But it feels like it was on for a lot longer than that.
Oh, that's Salute Your Shorts, 2 seasons.
Right.
Like, holy shit.
That seems wrong.
Hey, dude, 40 seasons. Some shit like that. That was
Had to
on
have
for
been.
a long time.
But there was this one episode, it was like the finale, and I'm going to spoil shit right now. Nobody cares. But
Nope.
there was so I told you it was about this cleaning lady from Cambodia who is in the country illegally. Her son's sick. She's a surgeon in Manila.
Right, right.
And she is in the country illegally to get medical care for her son. And, chaos ensues. But one of the things she does, she's a cleaning lady, and she takes whatever job she can, and she ends up being in the situation where she witnesses a murder. And the guy who does the murdering, who's kind of a Mexican gangster, takes a shine to her and decides he likes her and spares her.
So it's like weeds.
Yeah, kind of. And he hires her to clean up after his dead bodies or whatever. When his, when he needs something removed chemically, like a body, he calls on her to do it. And so he kind of falls for, man, that soda. I keep burping, and that soda's coming back.
You're haunted. Now you're haunted.
Beetlejuice.
But anyway, she kind of falls for the guy, and there's this whole will they, won't they bullshit, the typical stuff.
Real Jim and Pam.
One of the things,
This clean
though,
lady and killer.
in season 3, the guy that had hired her, the main guy of the show, he's not in it. And the whole script of season 3 is written around him having been kidnapped and being held for ransom. And so they're working on trying to figure out with how to get him unkidnapped.
Yeah, sure.
And so the whole
Start a
season goes
GoFundMe.
through. They're trying to go rescue this guy, trying to find him. They're doing all this stuff, and it's just even more kind of contrived than the stuff before it was. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And at the end of the season, there's like this car chase, and she's in this one car, and he is being held captive in the other with his wrist zip tied, and pulls up next to her, and the guy that had kidnapped him that was sitting next to him reaches across to shoot her, and he heroically bashes the gun out, with his zip tied hands. He bashes down on the gun, and that shoots the driver in the car. Thelma and Louise is right off the fucking cliff, and he dies. And I was like,
Hell yeah.
he fucking dies?
All right.
He died in real life.
Oh.
The guy died like from cancer.
Oh.
And he was sick the whole season and couldn't be in the show. And it's because like right after that happened, it like fades to black and shows this title card where it dedicates the season to him. And I looked it up and I was like, oh shit. Felt bad. I did. I mean, and again, I watched the show and I didn't hate the guy.
Right, sure, yeah.
He was in some stuff. I mean, he's been in a few things. I got to look his name up again. But anyway, yeah, it turns out the guy actually died.
Fuck.
And it was like, wow, okay.
So will they, won't they? The answer is
They will
won't.
not.
They will not.
It will not. Aside from that,
Right.
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch.
Henry
since I got-
Winkler will come in and fill in. For him.
Probably.
Sorry.
No, Dr. Saperstein. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch since I got my PC up and running, and that's been great being back on PC.
Nice.
Playing Overwatch. I'm
Hell yeah.
better than I remember
Yeah.
on PC. Like, I'm way better on PC
Yeah.
than I am on console. I thought it was pretty good on
Yeah,
console.
yeah. I know you were playing with the PC
Yeah.
in the PC pool.
Yeah, I'm way better on PC.
Cool.
And been having fun with the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
Is one of the characters, one of the heroes, and
I like Wrecking Ball.
I'm picking up a lot. I've been watching a lot of like this streamer I like, Emong, play, and I've been trying to kind of mimic his style of playing Wrecking Ball and finding out the stuff you can like latch onto a wall and just bash through people, and then you can swing up in the air and slam down on the ground, and then you can immediately transform and shoot them with your guns. And
Wrecking Ball's the hamster.
Yeah,
right?
the hamster
Right.
in the ball.
In the ball.
it's really
Super fun.
It's
Yeah.
really fun.
Cool concept for a character.
It is. And I mean, I've heard, it used to annoy the shit out of me when the other team would have a Wrecking Ball, and now I get it.
Yeah.
I get why people kind of want to play him, because he's easily the most fun tank there is.
When he was released, I played just because I love the character concept.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I got to
And-
try this out. And
yeah.
I played it for about a week. I was like, yeah, it was fun, but nope.
It's hard to master.
It was more me just being like, I don't really jive with Overwatch. Yeah.
I get it. Not a lot of people. I know a lot of people who enjoy the game, but most of the people I know have never even played it, because it's for a certain type of gamer. Like it's a team shooter, and not everyone wants to get into that.
Right, yeah.
And I completely understand. And it's very complicated. I mean, understanding the different characters and what they can do and how they counter each other. And,
Right.
I'm just now getting into like I've been playing this game since 2016, and I'm just now getting into the concept of counter swapping and like, finding the best counter for if someone's got a diva and I'm say playing diva also, I will sometimes drop and switch to Zarya, because diva can't block Zarya's.
Now, if Daria was an
If
Overwatch
Daria-
dude, then I might play.
There might be a crossover. But anyway, I've gotten a little bit more into trying to counter swap and playing a little more competitive and stuff like that. And Dave, just in time for your birthday, Overwatch's new season starts tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Wednesday or Tuesday the 15th. Just, They knew your birthday was
Yeah.
around this time, I'm
Yeah.
sure, and they know how much you love Overwatch.
No, man. They were like, well, okay, we didn't get him with his favorite anime crossover. We didn't get him a Cowboy Bebop, but if we
This will
get him.
This will get it. It's the Halloween stuff, and it looks great. I'm excited for it,
Dude.
like usual. And then of course, later this month they're doing the My Hero Academia crossover.
Right, yeah.
Their fucking sights are aimed right at my wallet.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm gonna continue to enjoy that.
I'm telling you, man, and I know this isn't their thing, and I know they got their branding, and that's super important. I totally respect that. However, I would be playing that game right now, and they would have gotten my money if it would have just been like, yeah, Spike Spiegel's in the game. It's not like someone dressed up as him.
It's him.
It's him.
Yeah.
And be like, fuck, all right. But yeah.
Yeah, they got this whole like lore for their
Right.
characters, and so they
And I
wanna-
get it.
They're impersonating them,
Right.
dressing up as them.
I get it. That's the brand.
Yeah.
I understand the
It's
decision.
not like Fortnite
Right.
where you get the
Which is
character.
bananas, yeah.
Which I also have the My Hero
Bananas.
Academia skins for, thanks to many vigilant friends notifying
Yeah.
me in Fortnite.
Yeah.
The
I think I was
skins
one
are
of
out."
those.
You are. Had 3 people tell me, and I got those skins, and I haven't played Fortnite in a year.
Yeah, I haven't played it that much. When those Deadpool Wolverine skins came out, I played.
Yeah.
But the main reason I played it was because Henry liked to play it, and he's got his Minecraft squad now.
Sure.
I'm not part of it, which is totally fine.
Right.
But there hasn't been a lot of Fortnite playing.
Aside from all of that, I went out yesterday because it was nice weather. I had mowed the yard and cleaned up the leaves in the gutters and got ready for,
Hell yeah.
the next run through of cleaning leaves and shit. This is nonstop in our neighborhood, especially. We've had
Oh,
so
yeah.
many trees. It's just, but I like to keep it somewhat cleaned up. And I have a big backpack blower and, all the
Nice.
shit to keep up with it.
Nice.
So yesterday it was nice weather and I was caught up with everything. I was like, I'm gonna wash my car. So I have a pressure washer.
So not just the sim, real life pressure
it's
washing.
the real pressure washer, real life. And so I pulled it out, and last time I tried to use it, it's got this soap dispenser tank bolted to it. So
Okay.
you throw your house cleaning soap or your car wash soap into it. And
Uh-huh.
when you put a specific nozzle on the end of the wand thing,
It'll do both.
it does soap.
Okay.
And then you
Okay.
put it's just about the pressure. So like if you have this one on, it does soap, but any of the others, it won't allow the soap through.
Okay.
And then it's just water at the high pressure. So anyway, I got in, I tried to do this a couple weeks ago and I couldn't get the soap to come out. And I was like, what the fuck? So I put it aside and came back to it, and I had kind of taken the hose off and blown into the soap tank.
I had to get the soap
make
out.
Make sure
Hell
the
yeah.
soap
Hell yeah.
wasn't dried into
Okay, give it a
the
second, man.
nozzle or something.
Is it
You
old?
know.
Is it an old tank?
No.
Okay.
So let me get through this.
All right.
And so I blew out the nozzle, and then I was like, well, that didn't help. It didn't work. Well, so there's another. I was like, oh, it's on the other side. So I took the brass nozzle off of the thing to clean it. I cleaned it out real good. It was clogged up. Bolted it back on. You gonna be all right?
Yeah, man. I'm
sure?
fine. I just got a whole bunch of I got a whole bunch of shit I want to say. It's all.
All right, I'll make this quick. My soap tank exploded. End of story. End of
Are
story.
you okay?
No, I'm great. Except for the fact I'm fine. Except for the fact that my pressure washer is useless because
Now the pressure washer itself won't work.
the soap tank is like in line.
Did it lime over inside or something?
Well, it's just the way that it's hooked up. There's no way to shut off the flow to the soap tank.
It's all or nothing.
It's either you've got pressure and no soap or no pressure and soap. So I've got to fucking either replace the soap tank, which is like $50 to order off the internet,
That's. I mean, I don't know how much the pressure
it's
washer was, but
It was a $300 and some odd pressure washer, and the tank is about this yay big. It's like, as big as a sandwich. It's like a burrito sized tank.
hell yeah.
But I'm thinking I got to figure out something to close that off.
Yeah.
So like I can't use it at all, and so I'm just gonna like get like a valve or something to close that thing off. But yeah, that was fun because like once I connected it back up, the water's going into the tank, and it like was coming out the top on the fill cap, and so I just like went boop, popped the cap down, and pow. And suddenly my driveway was just covered in water, flowing water,
Good
and
driveway wash though.
soap. I did. I got a nice
That is
big
true.
area of my patio washed off. So that was my big adventure for the week.
Patreon.com/TADPOG.
New pressure / new
That
pressure
could have been like
Yeah,
real
it could have
shitty.
been bad. I could have.
Yeah.
I think the soap tank had like a seam in the bottom, which is weird because it's like a 3,100 pounds of pressure in this pressure washer, and
was it a fail-safe? So if it blew, it blow there.
maybe that's
That way it
very
wouldn't just have
possible.
a random explosion
Like
somewhere.
some metal part actually exploding. I don't know, but yeah, that fucker is done.
You got to
It's
get it
done.
fixed before
Oh,
Halloween,
I
so you can
got to get
put
it fixed.
Beetlejuice haunted apple Fanta in there
Ooh.
and spray the kids when they come by.
I'll go over to Jefferson and just spray it all over everyone. Yeah,
They'll love it.
they'll love the smell of that all over their costumes. But that's all I got. What do you got today, birthday boy?
I finished Final Fantasy II. I was playing that. That's a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. The Pixel remaster specifically. I'm tempted to like go back and play like the Famicom version and just see how bad
I'm
it
interested
is.
in that version because like I feel like the Dawn of Souls version was not where it was at.
Yeah.
Not the one to play.
Man, the reason I want to go back and see is how it is on Famicom is because I talked about this a little bit last week, but I mean, I got to a point in that game where it was like, I'm not trying to out-level the content, but like the bosses are hitting me for like 100 points of damage per hit. And it's like, I have 700 hit points. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
And so it's one of those where it's like, was it a good decision that they give you HP, incrementally in the Pixel remaster?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You don't want to like have to resort to hitting your own party members to get their HP up. But at the same time, it's like,
Good enough for Tactics, good enough for Final Fantasy II.
right? It was not a challenging game at all. And it's like, sometimes that's fun. Like, it was fun for me to like get the spell Toad to level 8 and just be like, oh, it's a boss? You're a Toad.
Yeah.
It's sweet. I
I didn't even think about that.
turned every boss into a Toad. Once I got up to 8, I turned every boss into a Toad up until the final
Wow.
boss where I cast Toad. It did the animation like it was going to work, and then it ended up healing him,
Oh, damn.
which was fine because then 2 turns later, he was meleeed to death.
Damn.
But yeah, I like it when RPGs lean in on where they make it where status effects aren't useless. I love that because like the ones that I played when I was a kid, status effects were
Oh,
just
yeah.
the garbage.
Yeah.
It's like, don't even bother. You
Literally never bothered with it until Tactics.
Yeah.
Ever. And then it was like Mustadio. Okay, yep. Maybe I like this status effect thing.
Yeah.
Stone.
I had like because in Final Fantasy II, the 4th slot in the part, it's a four-person party. The 4th slot pretty much always rotates out with some NPC. But the 3 core,
And that was a good twist in the story too.
Right.
That I did feel like was the high point.
And I gotta say, man, like for it being a Famicom game with a real straightforward story, I was impressed by the story
Yep.
because I was like, oh, this is fucking like way better than I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna be. And
It's like something I would expect from like Final Fantasy IV. And
yeah,
up.
that era.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a real strong narrative. Like you can tell from the design. They're like, we want a strong narrative. It like opens up with like, you know, the main characters fleeing a city that was just taken by the Empire. They do the trope where you fight enemies that you can't defeat, but it's at the very beginning of the game, so it's one of those where it's like, okay, it doesn't really matter, and then it just kind of expands from there. I like the password system where it's like you talk to you essentially rarely is an NPC telling you, okay, you need to go here and do this. You have to talk to NPCs, and it's like this rudimentary dialogue system where it's like, oh, okay, I learned the term airship from the princess, so now I need to talk to NPCs and ask them about the airship. And then one of them will be like, oh, you might want to check out, you know, the city to the west.
The airship hutch.
The airship, right. So it's pretty neat. I was impressed. So I finished that.
And then for 3, they're like, no, let's go back to just Warriors of Light thing again. Just anonymous, nameless Warriors of Light. Let's do it.
I haven't played it yet. It's on my list. I was thinking about playing the Final Fantasy III Pixel Remaster after I finished 2. But I liked 2 enough to be like, I'm pretty sure like the game designer for 2 did the Saga series. Which started
Game
with
Boy games.
Well, it started with 3 Game Boy games, and then became the Romancing Saga series on Super Famicom.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So yeah, I started playing Final Fantasy Legend on the Game Boy. It's pretty fucking. It's different. It's different as hell, and it's like in a good way. It's not.
There's weapon durability in those.
Yeah, you've got It's all
like every 3 steps is a random battle, and weapon durability is what all I remember.
I mean, I was honestly a little like surprised that I thought the random encounters weren't frequent enough. Cause like
maybe because I remember I tried because Shake bought all 3 of them, so I played one of them, and I remember he was like, just a warning, you will get in a battle every like so many steps, like no matter what.
Okay,
one of them is like that.
It's not the first one because I made it from like the first village to the second village in the overworld without encountering. I mean, I was like, I turned to Nikki and I was like, I don't think there are random encounters on the overworld. And then eventually I got one, and then it's like, okay. And then when it's like, it's neat because it's not just humans. You do the thing where you select your party. You kind of build your party from the beginning. There's humans, mutants, which in the Japanese version are espers. I wish they would have done that.
Yeah.
In the US version, because like those espers come into play in Final Fantasy VI. And then monsters. So you can like have a group of 4 monsters in a party if you want to. It's not a good idea. But like they work where what's cool is each of those, like the humans, the mutants, and the monsters all level up differently. The humans level up strictly by gear. You buy them gear and equip the gear, and you buy them potions that increase their stats permanently. So it's all money. So you take the money and convert it into human stats. And then the mutants are kind of like Final Fantasy II, where it's like if you cast spells, the stats for the spells get better. It's not as like cut and dry as it is in Final Fantasy II, which I prefer it in 2, especially in the Pixel Remaster, because you get these little progress bars, right? Where it's like, oh, I can monitor the progress of these skills. But it's like the mutants are real random because it's like their spells have durability too, because it's like you can only cast mirror 10 times. But every few battles, their spells get randomized. So it's like you get new spells. So it's a really weird, like mercurial kind of system. And then the fucking monsters are, sometimes you kill an enemy and the monster can eat it, essentially. And like there's this evolution chart that you don't have access to, but like
that sucks.
Right. I mean, it's 2024, so I got online, and there's this really cool
so you do have
tool.
access to it.
Right.
It's not in game.
Not in game. They don't give it to you, is what I should say. But yeah, that's how they level up. It's like they just eat other monsters and they evolve that way essentially. It's neat. The translation is hilariously bad. Like there's if you try, I tried to retire one of my members to get a new party member, and the message I got was he don't. All right.
Hey.
And then we're like,
Then neither do I.
when you go to like recruit one, it just says who. I don't know. So there's a lot of like janky, like what you would expect from a 1989 JRPG on the Game Boy. I played this game called I haven't been playing Final Fantasy 14 much. So like that's why there's a whole bunch of shit.
Okay.
I played this game called Scarmond, which is a indie RPG that was made in RPG Maker. I do
like some of those. Some
I
of those
was
are nostalgically good.
I was surprised. It is done in an 8-bit style. It's story light.
Scarmond, SCARMOND.
Yeah, yeah, Scarmond. Yep, you got it. And it's like an 8-bit style RPG. You build your party like you would in like Final Fantasy 1, but instead of having like 4 jobs to choose from, there's 12. And they have customizable skills. So you can, for instance, like I heard the game was hard, so I kind of went with a defensive party. It's not hard, or at least not yet. Maybe it gets hard, but I was a little kind of like, I was disappointed that it wasn't
Play it Tyler style.
challenging. Yeah,
Defensive.
so I played it Turtle Tyler style. Got a paladin, a knight, a Duskar, which is essentially like a Dark Knight, and a cleric. And as you level up and collect orbs, you can buy skills essentially for each of the jobs. So there's customization built in. It's neat. It's story light. The storytelling in it is done in a way where it's like there's not much exposition. It's kind of one of those things where it's like you can tell there's a story. If you want to know the story, you kind of have to look for it. And if you look for it, you find it. And if you don't look for it, it's fine. It's mechanically pretty sound.
Okay.
It's neat. It was $11. I feel like that's important to say. I feel like it's worth $11. Check it out if you like. If you like that kind of thing, check it out. You'll know. Like if you watch the trailer, I feel like you'll know. You're like, yeah, this is a me thing or not. The Don to Don anime is out.
Oh yeah.
I talked about the manga, I don't know, a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's been a
I
bit.
remember that. Just trying to make show notes from Don to Don.
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
It's nice to see. It's really cool to see. I'm more of an anime person than I am manga. I did read some of the manga, but when they announced the anime, I'm one of those people where it's like, okay, they're gonna do an anime. Can stop reading the manga because I'd rather watch the anime.
I'm like that too.
With Chainsaw Man, it's like that too.
It's
because
exactly
it's like
what came to
I don't want to
mind.
read ahead. I want to be surprised by the anime.
See, I like to have the manga, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to read the manga.
It's cool to look at the art.
Yeah, I like to look at the
I like
art
that.
and maybe sort of note some of the differences in the art styles just because of the animation, whatever. I like that, but I don't read them.
The only manga I was so into it, I sought out the manga was
it Naruto?
No, Dragon Ball Super, actually.
Really?
Because who the fuck knows where they're going to put that production. Like, the manga is light years ahead now. And I don't know if they're going to produce any more anime after the last arc.
Dude,
so,
that new Dragon Ball game looks fucking good.
Sparking Zero does look fucking good,
it
man.
looks fucking good.
And all the what-if scenarios and shit you can do, like, just to explore, like, yeah, it does look fucking good.
It's on my...
And I hear it's fucking hard.
I've heard that too.
So, like, that's surprising. And it's not balanced. Like, characters who are gods fucking play like gods, and characters who are human are just fucking humans.
Yeah.
Like it's not balanced like
I think
Fighter
that's,
Z and
I
shit.
think that's neat.
Like,
I think that's really neat.
like the angel character. It's like you can't hit him. In the anime, Goku Vegeta, no one's ever laid a punch on him. So literally, if you choose him, you can't punch him. He dodges everything. Good luck.
I added it to like my wait list on istthereanydeal.com. It's a site that I use where it's like you can set a threshold where it's like if this game drops below 50% price, fucking email me. So I went on there and added it to my wait list. I did that with, there's a game called Metaphor as well, that just came out. It's a fucking Atlas JRPG.
Do you like those?
That looks like they're the Persona people, and it looks like a Persona game. Like it's styled like Persona 5, but it is this is a fantasy RPG. Which that's
harking back to the Lufia days.
right. Yeah, which is super interesting to me. And I watched some gameplay. It looks fucking good. That's another one where it's like, damn, I've been like really tempted by 2 games in the same week to pay fucking $70. It's like I can't do it. I got to stay strong or try to.
Yeah.
But when they showed like Kid Goku for like Sparking Zero, it's like, oh, fuck, man. I really, really want that.
Have you seen this Dragon Ball Daima that they're...
I got an email about that from Crunchyroll, which like but what I don't like I read about it and I was like, oh, they're all little. I don't know if I like that. I just want Goku to be little. Little Goku, everyone else is big. That's funny. That's funny to me. That was one of Henry's favorite things about it, was this little kid
just
kicking
beating
the shit out of all these grown men. Yeah. That's pretty much it. We tried I brought the sour stuff that we ate on last episode.
what do you think?
I brought that home. Henry made it to level 2 and was like, that was pretty good. I think I'll wait on level 3.
Choco Chica and Kenna made it all the way through.
Nice.
Kind of had to drag Kenna across the finish line because she did not want to do it. They both finished it. And I'm camping the website because they've released level 4. But I mean, it sells out immediately.
So do you? Okay,
It's
so you
cherry,
do not,
cherry lemon lime. is
Oh,
what it is.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
Oh my god!
Hell
I'm
yeah.
excited for that.
Damn.
You can buy a 48 pack of the level 1 strawberries for $48.
Damn,
That's a lot.
That's a lot of yeah.
That's a
So
lot.
so when you bought this box, it didn't come with a level 4 and 5 voucher kind of
No, I
deal.
wish. Yeah, I mean, it was on my list for a long time because I
Before it
said
dropped.
$20 free shipping. Then I'll do it because normally it's like $40,
gotcha.
$35.
Yeah.
Only one time. I still haven't seen it because I'm on the alerts because I want to see when level 4 if you know.
Yeah.
But still, it's never dropped that low again. I just got really lucky whenever I happened to see it for. Hey, they got my number this time.
I'm glad you were able to get it. I thought they were great, and it was really fun bringing it back home. I gave
Yeah.
Nikki a level 3 strawberry without telling her what it is. That was great.
Oh my god!
I loved that. That was probably. I mean, that alone. That one alone is like for $20.
No
I mean,
warning.
No, it was just like here.
It's a good dad move.
Yeah, and Henry
Yeah.
got a kick out of it. We all had a lot of fun at her expense. But yeah, it was because she's real sensitive to that stuff. But I'm painting myself to be a much. I'm painting actually a true picture of myself. But like it got her in the jaw. You know, she was like
Get the
rubbing
lymph
her.
nodes.
But Henry's cracking up. It was good.
Because Melissa and Addie refused, but Ken and Choco Chica really liked it.
So I'm
I've
really
got a
glad.
few more. They're like, we have to give this to Grandpa. So now the last few we're going to take to Melissa's dad. Whatever.
Oh, I was about to ask which dad.
Yeah, my dad would not. I don't know.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's it. How about you, Tyler?
After being off work for 2 weeks and going back, it's just been work.
Yeah.
Got a lot of shit to do.
I believe it.
And then because I'm teaching the class, so I had to catch up my class.
Yeah, I
so
was going to
there's a lot
ask
of shit.
if you were still doing that. Yeah.
Because I want to, if I teach this semester, if I can still manage to get a class the next 2 semesters, next fall I'll qualify to start my doctorate. So
Nice.
then I'll try to do that then.
Cool.
Because to go back to where I got my master's, my healthcare experience was not sufficient. They want 3 years teaching experience for me to get my doctorate.
You
So
know that once you get your doctorate, I am never not going to call you Dr. Holland.
that's what I expect. Thank you.
I didn't go to school for 7 years to be called Mr. Holland or Tyler.
So Anna and I will be in a race for our doctorates because that's when she will start hers as well.
Okay,
So-
okay. Well, good luck. If anyone can do it, I know it's you.
Because at least my master's was half like multiple choice tests and papers. The doctorate program is all fucking papers. It's like I'm after like 45 5-page papers.
Man, what a great
Not gonna be
time for
fun.
ChatGPT to be a thing, right?
You're not wrong.
Then
Man,
you gotta
I-
run it through a
shit.
filter to make it not seem like ChatGPT wrote it.
Right. ChatGPT, rewrite this as if you didn't write it.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is like truly one of the best fucking things. Like, I use it at work all the time. And it's like, thank you for turning this thing that would take 45 minutes into 3 minutes.
Right.
I realize what I'm doing isn't going to be a job,
Right.
but hey, it's a job for me right now.
Right.
I do have, let's see. I did see
No
did you
more
see
Fanta.
TikTok.
No more Fanta.
So to see if you guys will work through it. See if you guys can guess what
Okay.
the top 10 unhealthiest desserts are.
Okay.
These aren't branded, just in general, the top 10 unhealthiest desserts.
Are these, are there any limitations to it? Or are they kind of all over the place? Like, is some of it like ultra processed and some of it is like,
It's all stuff I think both of you have. I'm sure both of you have had all of these.
okay. Cool boy.
That's a big.
And they're desserts in the sense that they are a thing that you eat after dinner?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What's probably the worst pie that you could possibly eat?
Chess pie.
Chess pie?
Chess pie is not on there. There are three things with pie in the title.
Okay.
Banana cream.
Banana cream is not on there. One is a cream pie, but it's not
Nice.
banana.
Hell yeah.
I don't think that's one of the worst things you can eat. I think it's probably quite healthy.
Not the way I do it.
It's probably very healthy. Lots of protein. I mean, it's got to be like something.
A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hormel?
No branded stuff.
Ah, shit. Was it Hormel? That's like
Hostess.
Hostess. Thank you. It's like Hormel was
the green vanilla
Yeah.
fried pie.
Yeah, the shit. I had enough of those as a kid where it's
I
like
did too.
My I'm going to be 70 and my doctor's going to be like, "Hey, I don't know if you knew that there's a a class action lawsuit."
Even if you don't have diabetes, you will.
Yeah.
Just from having eaten those. God, it's such a broad.
Yeah, it is. It is a little
Subject.
tough.
One
Can
of
we
them
give us hints?
one of them I think we even brought up last week during our Italian.
Cannoli?
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu is number 6.
Wow, it's unhealthy. I mean, obviously it's not healthy, but it's unhealthy
That
enough to be on
unhealthy.
a. Wow.
Yep.
What is so unhealthy about
I would
it?
imagine because you've got the lady fingers, soaked in liquor, and then the sweet cheese filling. So
All right, cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
cheesecake number 5.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you said cheese.
Right.
You got 5 and 6.
I mean, there's got to be if it's some sort of pie. I mean, I assume Can I ask if it's a fruit pie? If one of the things is a fruit pie?
Not a fruit pie.
Okay.
One of the things does have banana in it.
Oatmeal
Banana
cream.
split?
Banana split number 10.
But there's a banana in it.
That's just empty vitamins, Dave.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's true.
Uh,
Yeah, and Ian said oatmeal cream pie. I don't know
oatmeal
if you...
cream pie.
No, there's a cream pie, but not oatmeal.
Hell yeah.
So banana
Not oatmeal or
or
banana.
not banana?
Look, guys, I only know one other cream pie.
I'll give you that one. Number 8, chocolate cream pie.
Oh.
Fuck.
Chocolate
I
cream pie.
was going to say chocolate pie. I don't know if that would have counted.
I would have counted it.
Okay.
Fudge?
Ooh.
I'm going to take, fudge. I'd say fudge is a part of one of them.
Oh, okay.
Brownie. Fudge brownie.
Number 3, brownie sundae.
Brownie.
Brownie sundae.
Okay.
Those are good, though.
So,
Yeah.
Those are fucking good.
John Turley, I know you're listening. Sam's Club, dude.
Oh, they
Every-
got them?
At least once a week, we go to Sam's Club
Yeah.
for the cheap pizza.
You get the pizza
combo.
Yeah, that's good pizza, especially for the price.
And I usually
Solid
get it.
sushi, too.
No
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they've got good sushi.
Like that you
At a
order
decent
there?
price.
Or
Yeah, they
Nah,
make it-
you go to, you go, it's not at the cafe.
Gotcha,
You go
okay.
to the sushi department.
Okay. Yeah.
And they'll even make it right there for you.
Wow.
It's fresh.
It's priced well, I assume,
Yeah.
considering it's Sam's.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean,
Price.
I can buy a huge thing for like $25.
Really?
That would be like 70 in a restaurant.
By all
Yeah,
accounts,
sure.
it's quality. I mean,
Okay.
it's very good quality. But he always gets. So I'll get like a cup of chocolate ice cream, like soft serve or whatever.
Yeah.
He'll get the brownie sundae, which has caramel and brownie, a huge fucking brownie, and then some ice cream in it.
Yeah.
And so, John, baby,
Well, it sounds good except for the caramel.
you gotta
honestly.
stop. Yeah, the caramel sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a big caramel.
Not either.
It's like a
He's
caramello.
not
I'll
either,
have
but
once
they
every
always
10
put
years.
it in there before he has a chance to stop them.
Yeah.
So, and today we did this today. Today we're because
Nice.
we'll order on the app, and then you just
What?
walk up to the counter and
God.
get your
And
order.
the fucking scan and go at Sam's
Dude.
Club, fuck, man.
It's insane.
That's why I like it. I'm
This
just go to
is-
Sam's so I can just scan shit as I go and just walk out the door.
It's the
great.
future. We're in it.
Damn.
Sam's is the future. But so we'll place the order as we're walking through the store, and then walk up to the counter, and they usually have it ready. And she was doing the thing, and with the ice cream, and he stopped her, and he's like, "That's enough ice cream. I'm really just in it for the brownie." So he stuck the brownie in it and gave it to him. So yeah, John, stop eating those. I'll stop if you'll stop, but I don't need.
But
the
he won't
brownie.
stop.
Can't stop, won't
Can't
stop.
stop, won't stop. Never stop, never stopping.
Old cigarettes and brownies, John.
So brownie sundae. Okay,
So how many have we got? We've
got like 4.
You've got
5?
3 brownie sundae,
Oh, God.
5 cheesecake, 6 tiramisu, 8 chocolate cream pie, 10 banana split.
We got 5. We're halfway there.
Okay. That's good. We're doing better than I thought we would.
German chocolate cake.
Not on the list. I don't see how it's not, but it's not on the list.
Is there a cake on the list? Like
Well, cheesecake.
cheesecake, like a
1 and 2 are cakes.
cakes, like baked cake.
Pineapple
Yes.
upside down cake?
No.
Damn.
Thankfully not, because I really love pineapple
That's
upside
delicious.
down.
Yeah.
Tanya makes a hell of a
Man.
pineapple cake. I'll have to get her to make one. Bring
My
it for you.
mom
Please.
used to make those all the time, and I don't think I've had one from anywhere in the last 30 years.
She makes
Oh,
this
man.
one every time when she makes a cake for an occasion. I always request this one. It's basically just pineapple cake mix with. She uses pineapple juice in
Yeah.
the mix and then puts pineapple pieces in it.
There we go.
It's fucking good.
Pineapple upside down cake on pizza? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, absolutely.
What other I'm trying to get the cakes. I'm trying to think of cakes. Bunt cake.
Nope. One you would normally order in a restaurant, and the other has a vegetable in it.
Carrot cake.
Carrot cake, number
What?
2.
I believe that.
Wow.
It's so
All the brown sugar and cream cheese icing and
well,
shit.
and carrots
Yeah.
are high in calories too. I mean,
They're
like-
one of the sugarier vegetables.
Yeah. So okay, and the other what we said one was a vegetable and what?
The other one you would normally order in like a restaurant.
I know you say like German chocolate cake.
I
Is
did
it
say-
chocolate at all?
Yeah,
Is it like a chocolate
is a
lava?
component.
What-
Chocolate lava
Yeah,
cake, number
okay.
1.
Oh, yeah,
Number 1.
okay.
I mean, those are really good. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Usually the worst shit is the best shit.
Yeah.
All right, so we
Lava
got 3
cake
left.
number 1. Carrot cake number 2. Brownie sundae number 3. Cheesecake number 5. Tiramisu 6. Chocolate cream pie 8. Banana split 10.
So we need
need
7
7 and 9?
9 and 5.
Okay.
4, 7, and 9.
Can you give us a hint about any of those 3?
4 will be 4 is a very Kentucky, Mississippi type pie.
Bourbon something pie. Pecan pie.
Pecan pie number 7.
Oh,
Nice. Hey.
that's
good job.
Super dense, heavy sugar.
Yeah.
Like it's basically sugar with
Yeah.
pecans in it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Very good.
number 4 you can order as a Blizzard from Dairy Queen, and it has Mississippi in the title.
Mississippi mud?
Mud pie number
Mud
4.
pie.
There you
Mudslide's
go.
a drink, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So now you're just missing number 9,
All right. What's
which is probably in both of your cabinets right now.
animal crackers?
Nope.
Good.
You're on the right track though.
Not graham crackers. I only
Not
eat
graham
those
crackers.
when I'm horny and need to calm down.
as they were intended to do.
Just me standing in the kitchen with a huge erection. just cramming.
Slowly.
Just staring off into space. Just
Yeah,
looking
right.
out.
How many graham crackers to make Dave's dick go from fully erect to turtle head? 600 graham crackers.
It worked.
It's so dried out. Something that's probably in both of our cabinets, right? Is it in your cabinet right now?
It is in my cabinet right now.
I mean, I know no branded stuff, but it's not like one of those like donuts, is it?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
And also no branded stuff, so it's not like a Hostess cake or something.
Correct.
Or a Hormel cake.
Those Hormel pizza cakes. I really is the Salisbury steak cake
Right.
that Hormel makes. It's
Yeah.
just
I love that kid cuisine pie.
Maybe in one of the first things you had as a kid. That was a desserty thing.
applesauce.
A sense of shame. You said animal crackers, and it's not branded stuff, so we're not like Oreo territory.
Vanilla wafers.
Not a vanilla wafer.
Oh, that was a good guess.
Chocolate is a component.
Pudding? Chocolate pudding?
Oh, fuck, that's another good guess.
Not pudding. That's a good one,
I do
though.
have some of that in my refrigerator.
Not a refrigerated item.
Okay.
It's not a refrigerated
Shit.
item. Chocolate, not refrigerated, something you probably have in your cabinet, and something that was probably one of your first snacks as a kid. Chocolate chip cookies?
Chocolate chip cookie, number
Really?
9.
Oh.
Really?
Truly.
I would not have expected that one to be as worse than banana pudding or banana split or whatever.
Yeah, banana split number 10, chocolate chip cookie number 9.
So how many chocolate chip cookies do you have to eat for it to be worse than a banana? I eat chocolate chip cookies, so I'm worried now. Worse because I could have a banana split instead.
There you go.
going
They're
worse.
making a healthier substitution.
I am.
Eat this, not that.
It's the logic
Yeah,
there.
right.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Just
no,
making a fucking full banana split at home, like
well, just in a big fucking
a
boat,
boat. Yeah, literally a boat.
like fucking Bill
Time
and
for my ass
Ted.
to grow up.
Bill and Ted, Napoleon.
Cherries.
Biggie, piggy, biggie, piggy. I'm eating that, and I'm just like, well, it's not chocolate chip cookies.
It's got bananas and cherries and pineapples
This is a
on
fruit
it.
salad with a little ice cream. Come on.
oh, fuck some fruit salad. Oh,
Yummy, yummy.
I can't hang up fruit salad.
I like fruit salad. Let's talk about this game.
Yeah.
Hell
Soldiers of Fortune. So I remember I've always wanted to play this. I forgot
Yeah.
the name of it because it was in the one gaming magazine that my parents bought me my whole life. It had a walkthrough in the back of it.
Oh no shit.
Holy shit, I wish I had that walkthrough to play this game.
Girl, same.
All I remember is it said pick the scientist. That's all I remember.
Okay.
So I played as the scientist and I got fucking waxed.
Dude,
hard.
I did not like the scientist. I mean, he was okay.
I guess he's the black mage.
I guess. So there are how many? 6 different characters that you
I
can
wanna
choose to
say
play as?
6 or
Okay,
8.
this is a top-down shooter, Contra-ish style.
Yeah, and you can pick. You get to pick different classes, and so like different characters that have different stats. So some have faster movement but lower health, or more firepower but slower movement.
There's a lot of nuance to it with leveling up and getting the money and your stats and what all the
Yeah.
different drops do.
Yeah, it feels busy in that regard. 'Cause
First aid sounds like they're saying birthday, so I was very confused.
I couldn't
Special
understand.
birthday.
Dude.
Player, continue.
It sounds like they hired James Avery as Shredder to do like there's an item you pick up that looks like a yin
The evil
yang.
shredder of tax?
Yes.
That's the continue. That's like
Dude.
your checkpoint.
Yeah, it's like a checkpoint, but every time I'd pick it up, I swear to God, Shredder would say KFC. It's like what? I don't know, because everything's super compressed. and-
Yeah.
Except for the yin yangs to show you it was made in the 90s.
I know, right? Yeah, you pick up the funny looking S. Oh. Yeah, there. So yeah, all 6 different characters have different stats, which is neat. But when I was playing it, it's like they still all kind of felt the same to me.
Yeah, they
like,
did.
Except for like the real slow, like the real extreme versions, because like the thug felt like super slow,
Yeah.
and I couldn't hang because like there are these fucking toads in the second level.
Holy
that
fuck.
just fucking like leap
Lunge.
for like. I mean, they're toads. They're gonna jump, I guess, but like they leap so fucking far.
They're like
across
fucking
the
chain
screen.
chomps in Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
just
dude. And like if this game were better known, I feel like the frog or toad would be hitting the top 10 like most hated enemies of all time list.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did like this. I was
I
was
did
surprised.
too.
I was like,
It was
all right,
fine.
this is certainly playable.
Yeah.
I like the scientist was fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like jumping around and the movement. So like I had no in that regard, like I made it to before I died, got the game over, I think I got to World 3.
Damn, dog.
That's
Shit.
good because I did not.
I made it to World 2. That's as far as I got.
made it to not even to World 2. I was terrible. I was bad at this game. That doesn't mean it wasn't a fun experience. I didn't put as much time into it as I would have liked to have done, but I'm not very good at video games like this. I do enjoy them. Like we talked about Mercs and we talked about the ones that are the top downs, but I'm like used to the arcade style where you just fucking shower bullets all over the screen, and this is not that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's more of like a Zelda with guns in a way.
It plays a lot like, I hate to compare it to the top-down shooting in Demolition Man.
Yeah,
but it plays a lot
does.
like that.
It really does.
Demolition Man crossed with Super Smash TV.
Yeah, although I feel like Super Smash TV is real frantic feeling.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I like. I
Yeah.
like that frantic, just fuck.
It's not a bullet
go.
hell. You can see them slowly moving unless
Yeah.
they're frogs jumping at you.
And I thought that I also liked this game. I played it for longer than my requisite 1 hour. There are only 16 levels in the game. There are 4 worlds, 4 levels per world. And I think that's why I thought it was difficult. I thought it was a difficult game. And I think that has to do with why it's as difficult as it is, because there's only 16 levels.
They cram it in there.
Because
Yeah.
you've got the brigand, the gentleman, the thug, the mercenary, the navvy, and the scientist. So let's see. Trying to look at what the big difference is. So the brigand has a rifle, medium power, average health, high speed, low wisdom. The gentleman looks like he's probably honestly the best of all worlds. Except his health is a little low.
I did like the gentleman's weapon. It's like a pistol.
Yep,
but
a
it was
medium range
powerful.
pistol. The thug is a shotgun, high power, high health, low speed, low wisdom.
What does wisdom grant you in the game?
So wisdom is only important for the CPU. It literally just determines how smart your AI companion is, because you can only play this game 2-player,
Right.
Which is weird. I think it's neat. I like that.
so
and
it's either you and a friend or you and the computer.
exactly. And if you give wisdom if you put points in wisdom, it makes the AI of the CPU better.
Oh, okay.
Your teammate.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I never.
That's a weird...
Here's how I
Why not
leveled
just
up.
make your partner good
I
from the
know,
get-go?
I know. I with the CPU, and honestly, I got this way with myself as well. But when every 2 levels, you can put points in the stats based on how many coins you've picked up. And man, I started out doing it manually, and then for my CPU partner, I would just there's an option to just auto do it, where it's like you just let the game distribute it for you. And I
But
started
it's got to have a high wisdom or doesn't know what to pick.
right. I started doing it for me, and I was like, oh yeah, the game does it way better. The game does it way better than I do. So that kind of took some of the fun away from, because I was like, oh shit, well,
Yeah, if
I'm not making decisions anymore.
Right. If the best option is to just let the computer do
Yeah.
it, then you're just there.
Right. This is now
You're just a button
right.
monkey.
Yeah.
So it looks like the scientist has the worst stats, but he's the only one with access to the med kit and the shield.
Yeah.
So I wish I hadn't played as a scientist. 'Cause
I-
that sucked.
I didn't feel like the weapons were different enough. That was one of my biggest complaints about the game was, they all have different weapons when you see them on like the screen where you're like changing their stats or upgrading them. But I felt like the weapon, it's not Contra style where it's like, this dude has a spread gun. It like a shotgun doesn't feel like a shotgun.
Right.
A shotgun feels like all the other guns in the game.
A
to
pellet
me.
shooter type of thing.
Right. Yeah. It shoots a Mega Man ball.
Yeah. Right.
If you're gonna have 6 characters, have them all be different. Don't-
Like
yeah.
crazy different to
Yeah.
where it's like, oh man,
I
like,
want to make a choice as to how this is going to go.
yeah.
Like if I'm
like
playing the
this guy,
turtles,
or-
I want all 4 turtles to be very different.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because it gives you a reason to play it again as different characters and see how they like really mesh in like 2-player mode. I think that's fun too. And a lot of this, I did like this game. I thought it was good. I went in with a little bit higher expectations
Sure.
because I'd seen this on some hidden gem lists. So I think me going in with higher expectations might have colored that. But still, I played this. I liked it, and I played it for much longer than 1 hour. But I came in on it. I had just played like Alien Syndrome, which is a top-down shooter, but arcade shooter, but that Sega did. And that is like, in my opinion, like way more fun because it is like you're constantly picking up different weapons. It's like Contra, where it's like, oh, now I have a spread gun. Oh, now I have a homing missile.
Right.
It's like it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I always liked about Contra was you have to adapt. If
Right.
you pick up the wrong weapon, it's like, well,
Yeah.
I got to figure it out with this one
Right.
now.
Until I die. Or,
until
yeah,
I'm dead
right.
or until this comes back.
Yeah.
And you see the one flying that you want.
Uh-huh.
You jump to your death.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should have just kept what I had because now I'm dead. Yeah.
So I like that. I like that in shooters.
Sure.
I like that like hecticness
Yeah.
in that the game feels very different depending on what weapon you have.
Absolutely.
I
This
like
game was
that.
equally puzzly as that because you've got to get keys to unlock bridges and open passageways, and then you have to get other stuff and then backtrack. You have to hit all the basically the beacons to turn them on because you get the gold top. There are 4 beacons in this level. Get all 4 beacons to get to the exit. So you've got to walk around and you'll get trapped. All of a sudden, a bunch of enemies will fucking spawn in and. Some of that shit I wasn't super crazy about because it didn't feel good.
I think with persistence, if you keep playing and you kind of get
you'd have
used
to
to
memorize. It's
it.
more memorizing
Yeah.
than just like getting in there and fucking blowing shit up.
it. Right.
I agree because I kind of like I played it. I thought about using passwords and stuff, but I liked it.
It does have passwords. That's nice. You
Yeah.
can switch level to level.
But I liked it enough where it was like, yeah, I can just play through the first world again. It's not a big deal, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess the memorization, you're right, but that never really bothered me a whole lot because I felt like it was fun enough where it's like, yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to do it better this time. It was one of
But
those.
my biggest gripe, because I feel like when it comes to old Super Nintendo games, I have one of 2 different gripes. Either the pixels are like the character is way too big,
yeah.
or there are no boss battles.
Yeah.
This game could have benefited from some big, fun, creepy, whatever. Like I would expect in a shooter like this,
Some bosses.
to have some big, fucking weird bosses.
Yeah. Like huge bosses.
yes, huge
Right.
Contra
Yeah.
style bosses
Yeah.
at the end of levels instead
Yeah.
of just you go on the exit and you go.
There's
on.
nothing,
There's
yeah.
one boss at the very end. The Chaos Engine at the very, very end.
I was gonna
That's
ask.
it. Even that is like an assemblage of monsters.
Yeah.
Like it's not. There's no true. And I feel like that sucks for this style game. Like that's what I would expect. Because it's supposed to be like what the story is of. Some guy builds this chaos engine that twists animals and
Time, it like distorts time and space.
yeah.
and-
So I would expect some fucked up shit as
Yeah.
opposed to just walking through the jungle and fighting the same 5-6 types of enemies.
Yeah, it's kind of not fucked up enough.
Yeah.
I agree. Because, like, even in, like, when they're showing you the story in the beginning of the game, there's, like, this, like, fucked up robotic dinosaur.
T-Rex, yeah,
And it's like,
laying
hell
out.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
get into that. And then you're like, yeah, you're in the forest. And it's like, well, I mean,
Here's a oh look how scary this frog is.
there's
It's
a
so
big toad and a
Oh,
lizard man.
man.
Yeah. And it's like, oh,
There's a stone golem throwing big rocks at you that move
Yeah.
slowly. It's like a moon and night shot.
Which is, like, really funny because I don't know if you saw any of the advertising for this game.
no.
It's like peak. It's like peak 90s advertising where it's like
Outside of that magazine article, I've never seen this in the wild, seen any ads, seen any commercials, nothing.
there's this print ad, this 2-page print ad of like a cyberpunk looking dude with like a respirator in his mouth and like a goggle lens over his eye and like the page
Bane.
next pretty much. Yeah.
Soldiers of fortune.
The next page over says a dash of history, a splash of testosterone, and a touch of H.G. Wells on acid.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I like playing this. Man, this game's like H.G. Wells on acid.
I know.
It's like the answer to my prayers. I know. I was just thinking last night.
The advertising goes so hard, and there's another ad that's like just like a photograph of like burnt toast. Yeah, it goes hard. It's like goes hard, edgy.
It's like Edgar Allan Poe on steroids.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it is the game. It's so funny because like the game, like going back and playing it is like. This is a quaint ass top down like shooter. It's like there's nothing weird about Alien Syndrome, which I mentioned earlier, has much fucking weirder and like grotesque shit in it than this does. This game does deliver. I guess the H.G. Wells on acid part is that this is a steampunk styled video game. At least the menus are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I thought was I appreciated how it was laid out and how it looked.
Yeah.
It did look like the time, literally like the time machine, like
does.
levers and the dials and the Earthbound style rolling meters.
Right. I thought it looked very cool. It does irk me as like from an informational design standpoint, I would get a little frustrated because I'd be like, it is taking me longer than it should for me to figure out like what stat is what. Because it's like things aren't lined up.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you got to follow this map. And it's not crazy, but it's just enough to be like, man, you're fucking like, this is a menu.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it should
be informative.
a menu first,
Yeah.
and then a time machine.
Time machine. Yeah.
Time machine second.
We'll do things a little differently around here. We
Yeah.
do time machine first, then
I
functionality
know.
later.
A skewimorphism.
You're here
Not
for
a
the
fan.
time machine on acid part.
Yeah.
I have an email from
Yeah,
Brad
from
about
Brad?
this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you'd
Hell
like
yeah.
me to read it.
Of course.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
A few things of things. Number one, I freaking love Paducah Talk. Number two.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Still haven't paid. Still haven't done any. There's still no work done on the pockets where Chong's used to be. Is it going to be Pocket Speedway?
I feel like that's
it's either is
the
it
same people are
Pockets?
doing washing or
Washing.
doing the pockets.
Yeah,
so.
probably. Number two, I'm glad things are okay with Jack. I don't know if this means anything to you all, but I'm praying for all of you.
Cubicle Monkey also reached out, so I appreciate Brad.
Nice.
Cubicle Monkey, thank you.
All right. And number three, this game looks like it's my cup of tea. From GamePro in January 1994, Atomic Dog reviews Soldiers of Fortune. Atomic Dog writes, Atomic Dog
Wow, wow, wow. Yippee-yo, yippee-yay.
writes, it's 1887 and the world is desperate to get real. The
There's time for claps.
The insane in the membrane, Baron Fortescue has built a reality-ripping machine called the Chaos Engine. The now dinosaur clones, beasts, and other horrors stalk the earth. Enter Soldiers of Fortune to save the day in this fierce run-and-gun action-adventure sci-fi cart. Have guns, must travel. Soldiers of Fortune is a thumb-burning quarter overhead blast fest that requires strategy as well as straight shooting. You blaze a path through the aggressive beasts and goons across 16 bizarre landscapes. If you're familiar with the Genesis version, see
Love a gooning blast
Game
fest.
Pro November 93. This game plays the same but looks and sounds much better. Let's see. Next. Okay. Beating this tough as nails game requires teamwork, either with a friend or a computer-controlled compadre. You choose from 6 fighters for hire. Each mercenary is rated on speed and maximum health and carries his own unique weapons. Takes 2 to tangle. Choose your team wisely because the action is hot and heavy. Every world is populated with rock golems, lizard men, and other 2-legged monstrosities who are armed to the teeth or whatever.
Nice. Good
Okay,
writing.
Good writing. Yeah. There's an ellipsis. Armed to the teeth. ... Or whatever. I don't know what that means. Okay. Luckily, the controls are nimble. You can dodge shots and spin on a dime. This game isn't all thumbs and no brains. Every level is laid out like a mad maze. You have to ferret out and activate several towers called nodes to open the exit. Then you have to find the exit. Soldiers treat you to cool sights and sounds. The character sprites, such as the buffed goons and the giant disembodied hands, show off great imagination. The animation is fast, ferociously fast for some of the monsters, like the tiny rat things. The music stars among the sounds with fresh, pulsating rock tunes. I did kind of dig the music.
I like the music. I'm curious, is this review for the Super Nintendo or the Genesis?
This one says it's for the Super NES.
Okay.
And then Soldiers of Fortune, lock and load this cart. Soldiers of Fortune is a great-looking shooting game with big-time bite. If you're into action with ammo, missing out on this cart could be most unfortunate.
Hey.
Get it?
Nice.
Brad continues, Lawnmower Man is also reviewed in this issue.
Gross.
I won't post a full review, but does this final verdict look accurate? Note, talking about Lawnmower Man.
Uh-huh.
Note, it got a 5.0 in graphics.
Oh my God.
It would have had, I'm sorry, if it got a 5.0 in graphics, it would have had identical score to Mega Man X.
Okay, I can see why it did. I can see why a reviewer would be like, fuck, holy shit, these graphics. But like, it doesn't, because it's all that virtual reality, 3D kind of like, but it's so bad. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so bad.
It's really bad.
So Soldiers of Fortune got 4.5s across the board, graphic, sound control, and fun factor. And then Lawnmower Man got 4.5, 4.5, 4.0 for control, and 5 for fun factor. The brief review for Lawnmower Man says, Lawnmower Man is a visual treat for players who hunger for
you.
something different in their
Man.
side-scrolling
Somebody.
action-adventure SNES carts. Don't let its smooth taste fool you. This game has
Oh,
bite.
My fucking God. Get
Somebody fucking paid for that.
That was
review.
that was paid for. I'm
Holy
sure.
shit.
What do you think Flopsy gave Lawnmower Man? the.
I would say I don't know. I didn't play that one, so I don't know.
Whoa,
I know it's
lucky
bad.
you.
I've heard.
I want to say 2, but I bet it'll say 2.5.
When we talk about the worst games on the Super Nintendo, I am ashamed that we don't bring up Lawnmower Man
You're right.
enough.
You're right.
Because that is such a bad fucking
Yep.
game.
that
and
would
a
have been
bad movie.
That would have been a great movie game to watch. and
Fuck
play.
it, let's do it again.
I didn't. Get
We
to
don't
do it the
revisit
first
stuff very
time.
often here, but we're definitely going back to Lawnmower
We're gonna make an exception for that fine piece of cinema, The Lawnmower Man, and the game.
The Lawnmower Man, they gave it 2 stars. It's too many fucking stars. That is a 1.5 star game at best.
Well, GamePro loved it,
Ugh.
quote unquote, loved it.
Of course they
They
did.
loved that money.
Well, even when I subscribed to Game
Patreon.com/.
Informer, it was just like you could tell any game that got a 10 was bought and paid for. So
Yeah.
you wanted to look for the games who got like 8s. It's like, okay, that's probably a pretty good game.
The reason I asked if it was the Super Nintendo review or the Genesis review, I played it on both. I started on the Super Nintendo, and then I was curious. I liked it enough. Sometimes I like it enough to like want to check it out on other systems. And I checked it out on the Genesis, and it's pretty much the same game, but there's some trade-offs. There's like the sprites are like a little smaller, like not a lot smaller, but like reduced in size enough to like make a difference. And I liked that better because it felt, for whatever reason, that felt more like an arcade game to
Okay.
me. The colors, this is all matter of personal preference, but it feels brighter on the Super Nintendo. It's more muted and kind of drab on the Genesis. But the fucking sound on the Genesis, I know I've like shit on Genesis sound before. It's really good for Soldier of Fortune. I feel like it's way better than Super Nintendo because it's like,
This is one of those games where I could absolutely believe that. Like its style lends.
yeah, it's kind of got that Comics Zone style to it, you know, where it's like people wear round glasses. You know?
Multiple characters have round
Right.
glasses.
There's a rat in it, you know. So
One of the guys looks a little like Salt Bay way before Salt Bay was a thing. Guys have any achievements?
I have a few.
what you got?
My first achievement is it's not called Soldiers of Charity. And to get it's not called Soldiers of Charity, grab up all the money before your other player has a chance to get any.
Man, I could tell you the AI
You get that money.
Doesn't matter what its wisdom is. That motherfucker's good at getting the money.
Yeah.
There are times where he's just standing there. I feel like he's waiting for me to kill an enemy. He's like, thank you.
We did good as a team.
Yeah.
I'll collect my part of this money. My next achievement is Soldiers of Misfortune, which is kind of a gimme. I mean, I had to do it.
I like it.
Die on your last life right as you're unlocking the pylon to move on to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who that happened to?
Oh, I unlocked that as well.
Good. I'm
Yeah,
glad
yeah.
I'm not alone. And my last achievement is she blinded me with science. And to get she blinded me with science, use a screen clear as the scientist.
Nice.
Because it flashes like a bright,
Yeah.
One of the Molotov cocktail thing was really neat. I liked you'd pick it up and it would just like sort of shoot this bunch of fire in whatever direction you happen to be facing at the time.
I thought that was neat
It was
too.
a neat effect.
And then the dynamite blows in that ring.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Those are cool.
There's a lot to this game that I feel like is really good. I couldn't convince Nikki to play it with me. I really wanted to play it 2-player.
Yeah.
Because I imagine it's as good as it is playing with the CPU. I imagine that it has to be better playing with a human.
Oh, yeah.
that you can like communicate with and also probably be a little bit more frustrating because like you're sharing the same screen, So
Yeah.
But Nikki was like, I asked her twice, and she's like, nah, I don't think that. So too much testosterone for her.
Too much H.G. Wells on acid.
Right. She couldn't hang.
What about you, Dave? What achievements do you have?
I've got Frog Bussy. In order to unlock Frog Bussy, get killed by a giant frog as you are trying to run away from it, which happened to me a lot. So many times we would both blow up. Next achievement is Fortune Cookie. In order to unlock Fortune Cookie, you eat a graham cracker, an Ookie Cookie graham cracker, with your friend that you just played. I just made this up. Can you guys tell? You guys were at a sleepover. Hey, hang on, we'll get there.
Let's go to the kitchen. Leave your shorts in here. We're going to the kitchen for some graham crackers.
In this house, family rule, we play Soldiers of Fortune pantsless.
You stay here. I need to go eat a bunch of crab crackers real quick.
All right, first player to lose their erection loses. Right? Deal? And then they have to kiss the winner's wiener.
Monster rain.
Look, this is just a friendly competition. That's it. That's all I got. Do you have any achievements, Tyler?
I've got 3. The first one is Jacob and Leva. You unlock Jacob and Leva by the main character collecting nothing and the other player collecting everything. Because trying to play with Jacob and Leva, whatever I would give to Leva, she would immediately give to Jacob. So all of Jacob's character was always super stacked, and Leva never had anything. And Jacob wouldn't ask for it. Leva would just give him all. No, you could probably. I don't even use wisdom. No, here, take my pride +6, Jacob. Keep something, Leva. The other special Thanos birthday. So like whenever you would collect, I forgot, I think it was like the first aid kit. It sounded like it said special birthday. So collect that and then immediately die. Just like that one run where that one kid, Thanos, would show up every year on his birthday and do something fucking horrible to him.
It is impossible. I defy a person out there to understand what the announcer is saying in this game. Because it's like, not only is it compressed, it's in this like British accent. I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yep.
My last one being All Hail the Hypnotoads. Die on a screen with 4 or more toads.
Doable.
Very doable.
Well, we know what Flopsy has to say about the Lawnmower Man. What do you think Flopsy has to say about Soldiers of Fortune?
I'd say it's probably pretty nice to it.
I agree. I think it's probably up there.
We think it's 4 stars.
Maybe 3.5.
I might say 3.5. Yeah, I'm thinking 3.5. Because 4 out of 5 stars. Like there are games that like I feel should have gotten 5 stars and got like 4.5.
I can go 3.5. I can settle for that. I do think it's gonna. I don't know, man.
I think this is uncommon.
Because yeah, like I said, I've only ever seen in that magazine. So I kind of agree.
What do you think?
Uncommon.
That's my gut on it. I don't think it's very. Oh shit.
I don't know if it.
Maybe it is very uncommon. I had never heard of this game.
Yeah.
I don't know that I had either, but I think it was probably marketed well enough to at least get to the
be
uncommon
cross-platform.
stage.
It was ported to a bunch of different
Yeah.
And this would have
platforms
been like
in '93.
This would have been a big rental favorite. You know, this
Oh,
is the kind
fuck
of thing
yeah.
that would have gotten rented a lot
yeah.
because it's a good weekend game.
You and a friend, someone spend the night with you over the weekend.
Yeah,
And pick this game
absolutely.
up. Yeah.
Play the
Stay
graham
up
cracker
till-
game.
Yeah.
Hell
Do the
yeah.
Hell
wiener
yeah.
kissing and the graham cracker eating. I'd say Uncommon's probably a good one.
All right. So
3.5
We're in agreement?
uncommon.
3.5.
3.5
uncommon.
uncommon. Okay.
Yeah.
According to Flopsy, aka the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library, 1991 to 1998, by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike and a shadowy, mysterious benefactor. Oh, did you guys know there's a Smurfs game on the SNES?
Hell yeah.
The Smurfs travel the world.
So we watch all of the episodes of the Smurfs.
Every single one of them, and read the comics.
It was probably only on for one season,
Probably, yeah. There's 8 episodes of the Smurfs.
but I
Well,
feel like it was on for years.
I remember that because I've told you about that one, the sous chef that I worked with, the Vietnamese sous chef who had talked about like smuggling shit, across like
Yeah.
coffee and shit like that. And he's like, I covered myself in diesel fuel so the mosquitoes, like all that stuff. His favorite fucking comic, the Smurfs.
Dude,
It
remember
was
that?
like it was a huge thing in Vietnam. They fucking loved the comics of the Smurfs.
Well, like
Remember the
the
last
GIs
time-
would give like comics out, right? Is
Probably-
that?
that's probably
I
it.
bet that's it. Remember that when we were at the arcade expo and me and John were stupid drunk and we got the Uber home from the Waffle House?
I do.
The dude's car was like the
Oh,
dashboard
right.
was covered in
Yeah,
Smurf
that-
figures.
dude,
Like he had
love Smurfs.
He had like 50 fucking Smurf figures glued to his dashboard. It might have been like 10, and I just think it's 50 because I was super fucked
It
up.
was enough that I remember thinking, I hope I don't die in this car.
I hope the airbag doesn't go off because we're all getting fucking shotgunned.
Smurf shrapnel.
Smurfnals? They were all,
That's what they would call
the
it.
3 young men were impaled by Smurfnals.
That's what the Smurfs would call it.
the
He got
doctor,
smurfed by Smurfnal.
the fucking ER doctor, like with a fucking
out little
forceps
feet.
removing
Little
Smurfs.
white feet, little blue noses out of my eyeball.
The driver completely fine.
Oh, he was fine. Yeah, he
completely
just had a
fine.
weird Smurf.
He had to
thing
bargain
going.
with the Smurfs. They couldn't hurt him.
I mean, hell, I've got like fucking 30 My Hero Academia pops, so I'm not gonna judge anybody.
But they're not gorilla
They're not
glued to the
glued to my
dashboard of your car, to be fair.
No, yeah, they're in my office, on a shelf.
And it's like, I don't know, like, was he like, he knows how the Uber app works, right? You can't like do a search Smurfs. Can you see the Smurf car?
You could choose between a male and female driver and Smurf or non-Smurf.
Dear Tadpog, I listen to your show every week. Today you talked about my car with Smurfs.
We did. We
You
did.
have insulted me.
You were a nice gentleman, but dude, the Smurfs freaked me out a little bit. It was,
was
a
weird.
little much.
It was weird,
Little
and it was all as drunk as I was, it was all I could do to not fucking comment on it loudly.
That's okay. He was super. He really was a nice
Yeah,
guy.
he was good.
and he wanted to talk. Like he was happy to
He
talk
was
about the
happy
Smurfs.
to talk about the Smurfs, and he
So, anything you guys see in my car? You would like to talk about?
I spy with my little eye something that is blue that I'd like to speak of at length. He got us home safely.
He
to
did.
our hotel. He was a very good driver.
Yeah.
So
He was great. Smurfs were weird, but yeah, he was great.
thanks for picking up the tab on that Uber, by the way. I don't know if I ever thanked you for that.
Yeah, no worries.
I was in no condition to operate my phone.
All good.
Okay.
Flopsy. Soldiers of Fortune. Star value. 3.5 stars.
Got it.
All right.
Thank you, Tyler, for talking us down from that 4-star pillar.
Availability. Uncommon.
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding,
We did
ding.
it. We did it.
That's what teamwork gets you, fellas.
Hell yeah. The reflections are from J.E., Time Lord Josh Edwards, of course. He says, the Chaos Engine is such a better name than the title given to the North American release. I agree. I think Soldiers of Fortune is very forgettable.
Yeah, it is.
I think the Chaos Engine
That's a great name.
is much better.
The Chaos Engine is like something that's very memorable and has like punch, you know?
And sounds like H.G. Wells on acid, if you ask me.
It really does.
This game was essentially the UK Contra of its time, and alongside Alien Breed, was synonymous with the Amiga in the 90s. That's just a little snippet.
So, question. Do we think a modern remake, remaster of Soldiers of Fortune would be a worthwhile endeavor?
You can go on Steam and buy a remaster for about $10.
That's a thing. It's a thing.
It's a
Okay,
thing.
cool.
It came out, actually, I think it might even be a little bit less than that.
Okay.
I think it came out in 2013, and I didn't play it, but I went to the page and because I was like, okay, well, let me check it out. Honestly, it looks like the Amiga version, but they just converted it to widescreen, which is like and it has remote play, Steam remote play. I don't know how well that works, but
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
they did it.
Nice.
I don't know if I'd want to play any other like version of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'd
Right.
want to play like we made it 3D and it's like a Quake style shooter or something.
Well, that's Soldiers of Fortune. What do we think?
How much do you think you guys would pay for it if you were to buy it?
It's uncommon.
Uh-huh.
Fairly well received.
Mm-hmm.
$21.
$21?
Yeah.
$35.
$35 from Tyler. Actual retail value of Soldiers of Fortune, aka the Chaos Engine for the Super Nintendo, loose on average, according to pricecharting.com at the time of this recording, is $19.99.
Holy
my
shit.
Missed it by $1 and a penny.
Damn.
I looked it up for Sega Genesis too because $20 was like, I personally don't want to pay $20 for
Right.
this. I was like, but if it's like $5 on the Sega Genesis, then yeah, it's $20.13 on the Sega Genesis. Yeah, it got a lot of good reviews.
Yeah.
in like Sega Genesis publications.
Well, good for it.
So I don't know what that says about the game catalog.
Where would
for
you
the
guys
Sega
put
Genesis,
it in the scope of the list?
I'd say this in the top 100. Like if it
Just the scope of the 700.
of the 700. Right. We haven't done that in so long.
It has been a minute.
I'd say it's maybe not in the top 100, but just below it. Like
Yeah,
right in
I
that
put it in the
area.
top 200.
Top 200
Top
for
200.
sure.
That's how
agree.
I feel too. Top third.
Yeah.
I'm super good with. But yeah, it's tough because it's like there are games in the IGN's top 100 that I feel like could come out.
Oh, yeah.
But I would replace them with games that aren't Soldiers of Fortune.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's there.
I can't think of anything in this style that's on that list that I would take out and put in its place.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, top 200, even top 150, I'd be comfortable.
Make an argument
saying.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
Considering the
fine
shit
game.
we've shoveled through, and for all of us to be like, well, that's more solid.
Yeah, there are so many bad games for the Super Nintendo. Like, so many.
Most of them.
Yes, the majority of them. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I've had a lot of fun talking about Soldiers of Fortune. I have a couple more questions for you. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would you give
I
it?
would give it the classy mustache of Pride from not Pride, Wrath. He's Pride in regular Full Metal, Wrath in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Okay. Nice. If you were to give this game a pair of glasses, what glasses and why?
The eye patch
Aha!
of Wrath in Full Metal. Just
Okay.
his whole, not in his garb, but
Yeah.
with, he looks like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
game.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like the Navi a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
that.
totally. That's a really good call, dude.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I didn't mention this, but I've been back on the anime Frieren. God,
I've,
damn, that is such
I've
a
stumbled
good...
into Freer and TikTok where everybody is praising it for being different and refreshing.
Tyler, I really do think that you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's one where it's like, I would be through it already, but it does such a good job of like being emotional, like in a non like it does it in a real sneaky way where it's like I'll watch Nikki and I watch 3 episodes, and it's just like we'll finish an episode and then just like look at each other, and it's like our fucking eyes are all like watery and shit. And then I'm like, I think I'm done watching these for like the day. It's one of those where it's I want to binge it because it's so good.
Does it take a toll? Like
It does, but
it's
not in that.
exhausting in a good way.
Yeah,
right?
exhausting in a good way.
Okay.
It does exhaust me. Not in
Check
like
that
the
out.
way Breaking Bad would exhaust me, where it's like, holy shit, I can't. I literally my brain won't let me watch any more of this because it's super fucking dark. But it's more of like I don't know, man. It's just it's a roller coaster.
Okay.
You know, it's ups and downs, and like the sentimental stuff is done so well in the way that anime does it. Where it's like they fucking kick in with the fucking music and shit, and it's like, oh god, fucking here we go. You know?
God, you got me wanting to watch. I let my Crunchyroll. I canceled it.
It might be on Hulu as well. I'm not positive.
Okay,
We're
I
watching
gotta-
it on Crunchyroll, but a lot of Crunchyroll stuff's on Hulu as
Okay,
well.
I'll check it out there.
I think you would dig it. I think Tyler specifically because of like all the fantasy elements.
Okay.
Like it's not a D&D show, but I mean it I think it helps to come from that. But yeah, in my opinion, it's good. Like Full Metal is good.
Okay. Hell yeah. That's high praise.
Yeah, it's super refreshing, and I mean, yeah. High, super high recommendation.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to derail
good.
this.
No worries.
Soldiers of Fortune. Is that it?
I think that's
That's
it.
Okay.
Okay. So next week,
Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think I forgot one on the movie list. I forgot Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Right.
Although it is not based on the movie, it's based on the cartoon movies,
Oh,
to my knowledge. So that's on the list.
Okay.
I think I think we have Super Godzilla and Lord of the Rings and Toy Story are the 3 left on the movies. But we're gonna
And
dive
Home
into
Alone 2, which
Home Alone,
we're
which
saving
right.
for Christmas for that time.
Right. Hudson Hawk.
I want to do Hudson Hawk
Yeah,
because I
let's do
want
it.
you
Yeah,
guys
hell
to
yeah.
watch
Yeah,
Hudson
totally.
Hawk
Okay.
and tell me. I gotta hear your feedback.
Let's do
about
Hudson Hawk.
Melissa actually did bring that up the other day because she was wondering if there was an MST3K of Hudson Hawk.
You have been warned.
Not to my knowledge. I don't think there is.
Because we just,
but-
I couldn't find it when I
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
for it. 'Cause we just finished Devilfish.
Yeah, Devilfish. God, I've seen Devilfish so many fucking times. And it's like, I like it, but Devilfish is one of those where it's like, on YouTube or whatever when they do the live, and what they do is they just play them. You know, it feels like Devilfish is always on. Devilfish is so fucking bad.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So bad. It's a good episode of MST3K, but
The
that
worst.
movie,
I mean, the best MST episodes are the worst movies.
man, I don't know, because it's like I don't know, because there are so many fucking bad movies on MST3K that are they're bad, but they're entertaining. They're entertainingly bad. Like I feel like Manos is entertainingly bad.
Oh yeah.
Devilfish is one of those where it's like, oh my god, this is just bad. Devilfish is just bad.
I think Hudson Hawk will fall into the entertainingly bad category for you both.
good.
Because Melissa trying to tell other nurses, trying to explain MST3K to a group of Gen Z
I was about to
or
say.
boomer nurses, and
yeah.
they were just all very confused.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like the way I would describe it to like a Gen Z would be, okay, you know all those React videos on YouTube? It's like that, but instead
Long
of
form.
but super long form.
With jokes. and
You've heard
super
of a
long
movie,
form.
right?
That's why I fucking love that Netflix special. The guy who plays Jean-Ralphio.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ben Schwartzman, and the guy who plays the lead in Silicon Valley.
Oh, okay.
They have, and I've talked about it was years ago, but they have a Netflix special where they do long form improv. That's like a whole
Oh, yeah, I
hour
remember
of
you
them
talking about
doing
this.
like
Yeah.
one or two skits
I
with stuff
never
from the
checked
audience.
it out. I should have.
God damn, it's so good. Oh fuck.
But I do remember you mentioning that.
Oh man, so good. Fuck. But yeah, okay, Hudson Hawk next week.
Hudson Hawk.
Well, thanks. Scream. Thanks for listening, everybody. Find the show on iTunes, not SoundCloud, not Stitcher, but Spotify, YouTube, all over the goddamn place. Tons of shit going on. Most importantly
Hell
is
yeah.
that Patreon.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Help Ian fill his pressure washer with Fanta apple, haunted apple.
Haunted apple, but Beetlejuice soda. And you know, speaking of Jean-Ralphio Saperstein and his sister Mona Lisa Saperstein, money please. Patreon.com/TADPOG will get you there, get you where you can give us that money.
Hell yeah.
Because we want it, and we want it now. So give us that money.
It's our money.
We've got, for $1, just $1, gives you access to all our bonus content. Our full Dark Tower book club is up, and
That last episode is really good.
it's a great fun. We had a great time
really
doing
good.
that one. All the other stuff is up there. We do have executive producers. I have verified that this is an accurate list of executive producers that give us $20 or more per month. And I will read that list now like I do every single fucking week. Cubicle Monkey, Gamebug, Prime, Nathan Eaton, Pinball Airplane, Archmage, Chris Edler. Sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Derek Pope, Sandwich, Enthusiast Jeff Miners. Thank you for your marriage. Congratulations on your marriage. Drinksmith, Joey Webster.
Thank you for saving some pussy for the rest of us and getting off the market.
Locking it down. Sandwich, Pope, Phil Hawkins, Louisville correspondent, Princess Consuelo, Banana Hammock, Flavor Trick, Taryn Dahl, and Canadian Turbo Nerd Thomas. Special thanks to go out this week to, again, Mayor of Soso has upped his donation. So thank you for that. He wrote us a
Yes,
nice little message
that was
on
very nice.
Hell yeah.
Patreon. I'm going to read that right now. He says, heard the eponymous speculation. I literally live in Soso, Mississippi. How fucking lucky am I, right? Dave, if you ever had the misfortune of rolling through town again, I'm extending the offer to disappoint you as both a host and a lover.
I'll bring the graham crackers.
Thanks to Paul Clark from across the ocean has upped his donation Thank you very much. We
Thank
love
you.
getting donations in pounds as opposed to dollars
Hell
because
yeah.
it's even more.
We love being pounded.
Pounds are and
Come
pounds
on,
are worth
pound
more.
us. Patreon.com/TADPOG.
Pound us up. Pound us hard. Damien R., thank you for becoming a Patreon donor this month. We love that all the begging,
Postmaster General.
is working, guys. I think it's working. And then, as always, thanks to Brad for his email
Yes.
that helps get us through sometimes what can be a slog of a game and gives us some insight into the past of how people saw these things back then. So thank you for that.
I love that he sends those.
Very cool.
I would like to make a motion and this is a big deal, to change Jeff's title.
Oh.
Because when we had Jeff on the show and we talked about Star Fox Assault, right? It was Star Fox Assault. He has a brother, comes in his wife, Steve.
Man.
I think it should be comes in his wife, Jeff.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just throwing that
Seconded.
out there.
Motion carried.
All right. New title bestowed. I wish we had a gavel or something.
I'm changing my list right now. That's it.
It was comes in his wife, Steve, wasn't it?
I don't know,
It was
but it's come to my Jeff now. Whole
Okay.
comes in their wife's family over there.
The comes in his wiferstons. Good people. They always bring good stuff to the potluck.
It's my favorite YouTube video essay.
Best cream pies.
The best cream pies
Hell yeah.
every year to the neighborhood potluck.
Man, I would love to go to that potluck. The cream pie potluck.
Me too.
Is that it? Is that it?
Just waiting on you, buddy. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive, and that track from the show at TADPOG.com. I was also thinking about, like, how could I include, like,
I know what
lots
you're
of
thinking
pineapple
about.
upside down cake?
I know what you're thinking about.
At
cream pies.
that.
We all just sort of zoned out for a
Yeah,
second.
please don't truncate silence. I want the listener to hear the fucking 8 seconds of us all just sitting in silence.
Chugga.
I will isolate that as best I can.
How many chuggas come before choo choo?
Chugga, 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 choo choo. I wasn't counting them.
So you say 6?
I don't know. 1.
Because Melissa and I had that discussion. Like, I thought it was 4. She thought it was 8. Dave, you think it's 6.
They're all even.
Always
How about
different.
that?
That's true. There's not chugga choo. No.
How about
you're right.
19?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That'll drive you mad. How you guys want to close it out?
I like the mayor of So-So.
Okay.
So until next time,
Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical
disappointment. Capricorn.
TADPOG is hosted and produced by Tyler Holland, Dave Moore, and Ian Chandler. New episodes published Wednesdays each week and are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else podcasts are hosted. Have a question or comment for the hosts? Call us at 270-883-2555 and leave us a voicemail. If we like it, we'll play it on the show and respond. Want to send us something? You can do that at TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. If you absolutely must send us a food item, please use caution and good judgment when doing so. Tasty snacks that look or smell funky or are past their expiration date by the time we get to them will be thrown away. Bonus content is available at patreon.com/tadpog with a minimum donation of $1 per month. You can join in on the conversation by visiting our Discord at bit.ly/tadpogdiscord. Registration is free and we'd love to see you there. Thanks for listening, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our show so you don't miss an episode. Now, where did I put that stinger? Oh, here it is. So last week, as you may know, a really bad hurricane blew through Florida and Hurricane Milton, and it followed the hurricane from 2 weeks ago. Helene, yes. So, this time they were ready with live action cameras on YouTube. And I watched some of this as the storm was apparently, on its way to Florida. There was all these cameras from all the different places where they thought the storm might hit first or whatever, And so for some reason I was watching these cameras at work, and I made a list this week, and my list is I made the mistake of leaving the chat open on this video feed of this hurricane footage getting ready to happen, and all the wonderful things that people said in the chat in YouTube during this event.
Okay.
So I'd like to read this list of comments.
Okay. That are 100% not yours, right?
Not mine,
Wink, wink.
I did not comment anywhere in this.
Okay.
I mean, Biden's got the hurricane machine, but I mean, whatever. Whatever.
It's the space lasers, y'all. Come on. This was taken. These were quotes from Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. Now, I like making fun of Floridians just as much as the next person. Sometimes people can just suck. People suck.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I'm going to read these now. I can't wait to see those clowns get blown away by the storm.
Woof.
There's an old saying, you get what you deserve.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. These are not funny.
No,
this is bad. This has just really fired me up.
Yeah.
I was mad. So, all right, if they pray hard enough, maybe God will stop killing them. Can you move the camera down? Cars and intersections don't really show us anything. These are fixed weather cameras. That one was kind of funny.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Show me the corpses. Siri. Hey, Siri, show me the corpses. Where's the fucking cars? I just like to think about someone getting irate.
Right, mad, totally.
Parentheses, corpses, naked. Parentheses.
This list continues. Thoughts and prayers, everyone. That will save them. Speak English, please. We use English as our primary language here. And that was in response to someone commenting in German. But to be fair, the German comment was, Die Leute und Key West haben nicht alle Tassen im Schrank. And what that means is the people in Key West don't have all their cups in the cupboard.
What? I don't know
Which
what
is
that means.
basically them saying the people in Key West are crazy. Like saying they're like, one muffin short of a picnic or
Gotcha.
one, So the German person wasn't being nice either. But he was speaking a foreign language, y'all. Now, come on now. We speak
don't
English.
Internet's
there.
American. God damn it.
This is our internet.
Al Gore.
Next comment. Is Disney still open? Next comment. We sell roofs, so we're waiting for the hurricane to stop so we can go down there and make a shitload of money.
God. Jesus.
This is why they're called Floridians.
Good Lord. What the fuck?
Next comment. Vote Trump 2024. Next
Yep.
comment. This storm is punishment by Almighty God for what they have done to the earth.
Like,
That's what Pat Roberts said about the earthquakes in Haiti.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Next comment. A Sharknado has touched down in Florida. Next comment. Good morning, everyone. I could use some coffee, LOL.
okay, that one is funny.
That is funny. That was funny. Some of these are funny.
Woof, not before my coffee.
Don't even have a hurricane before.
Next comment was, is there still bumper-to-bumper traffic on the bridges? Now, that's a valid question, except that every one of these cameras was pointed at a bridge that was empty.
The corpse guy was
There
probably
was
like,
no cars. There's literally look at the screen and have the answer to your question. The next comment is, tampon won't flood, very absorbent.
Could you read that one again?
Tampon won't flood.
Won't
Very absorbent.
I almost
Tampa was
right.
Blue liquid. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
I almost thought it was like tampon want. You know, like me want food, but like tampon want blood.
Flood.
Tampon do want flood. What of it?
Tampon need do job.
There we go.
Yeah.
Great mind.
Yeah.
Next comment. I need me some Burger King.
Fair enough.
Okay. Good for you. Next comment. All the cars you see on the road are headed to their jobs at Waffle House. And finally, my favorite comment. When Half-Life 3, though? That would actually made me laugh. So there you go. That's I've been making so many lists. I felt empty inside not having a list for this week. So there you go.
Man, whew.
Great. Some nice people on the internet, as always.
Oh, yeah.
So they probably all listen to this show.